What's going on? Magic Mitch here, and this is part 2, the follow-up to my thoughts on the aftermath of eating the world's biggest full English breakfast challenge, aka the epic eating battle between Team USA and Team UK. And if you're watching this and you haven't seen that video yet, definitely watch that first, then come back after. A link to that video will be in the description down below. Anyways, I was originally planning on having this all in one video, but then once I started to edit everything and put it together, it just started making more sense to me that it'd be more appropriate to have it as a separate video. Also, I was thinking about making this part of some sort of exclusive content for something like Patreon, but I haven't got around to setting that up yet, and I told myself if I didn't have it set up by the time I started this video, I would just throw it up here anyways and see how it goes, so here we are. And first off, let me just start by saying, as you can see, it was a very hard fought battle between Team US and Team UK, coming down to the wire. But in the end, it was Team UK that was declared the winner. Now, this is where things get a little polarizing, and I'm not trying to do this to stir up old controversies, I'm just adding my 2 cents to it all since I was there. And the first thing I want to touch on is what I refer to as the debris debacle, aka clean plate gate, because as you'll notice on Team UK's side, there is a significant amount of food debris left on the ground and all over the table. You could argue that Team UK technically didn't finish all of their food, and yeah, I know, Randy and I are basically team leave no doubt and get every last bit of food when it comes to our food challenges, and that's not ideal for eating competitions, and that's a fair point. But also, I do have to mention that when it comes to eating competitions, you can get what is basically a time penalty for having too much debris left over. And when that happens, you basically just get additional time added to your final time, so keeping that in mind, and the fact that our finishing times were actually pretty close, a penalty like that could easily have changed the outcome. And not to mention that the owner Richard, who was calling the competition, did admit later that he jumped the gun on declaring them the winner so soon, and that he also had a little favoritism for the home team. Which, that doesn't come as a shocker by any means, and that's completely understandable, but it's just something I thought was worth mentioning. And while we didn't win the competition, we did complete the challenge, which was the main quest of this food adventure. But even though I try to avoid getting super caught up into these eating competitions, I feel a little bummed because I let the big man down on this one. It's not like I wasn't trying my best, it just wasn't one of my finer food fighting performances. And I know he really wanted to win and come out on top on this competition. Otherwise, he wouldn't have talked so much strategy on this one, and he wouldn't have been getting after me during the challenge, trying to push me to eat faster.
Come on, man. Come on, boys. Let's go, Mitch. You got this. Wow.
And like I said earlier, it was on me to finish my items sooner so I could help him out, but I just fell behind and struggled to get the job done. And that was especially apparent when I was trying to eat through the eggs and didn't even make it to the mushrooms. Which, overall, if I did have to do this again, I would definitely change up my strategy and how I attack my part of this big English breakfast challenge. And I have no problem saying that because that's what I truly believe. And I also believe that Paul was, without question, the MVP in this whole thing, as he carried the UK team, which is why I find it humorous that following the event, Adam seemed to play this narrative that he beat Randy, as though it were a one-on-one thing, but yet he declined Randy's open invitation for future collaborations while we're in the area. But anyways, to end things on a positive note, Randy and I eating nearly 14 pounds of food in under 20 minutes is still an impressive feat. And also, the fact that after the challenge, people came up to us to say that they appreciated our cleaner eating, as it made things much easier to watch than Team UK. That was even coming from people who were cheering for Team UK as well. And honestly, through all this, that's what mattered the most to me. Because it's those types of moments that really stick with you and act as a reminder that people do appreciate how you do things, and it certainly does have an impact. Whew. Holy balls, man. That was quite the tale of an adventure. Had a few good laughs, some action, and some suspense, as well as a little heartbreak and sadness. And I really hope you appreciated my honest thoughts and opinions and enjoyed your time watching this video. And if you did, I would greatly appreciate it if you took a few seconds out of your day to leave a little magic of your own by liking the video and leaving your comments and questions down below to keep the conversation going, especially if you have more thoughts on this particular adventure. And if you want to see more food challenge videos like this and see how the rest of this trip unfolds, as this is only just one of the many food challenges I take on during this trip, then be sure to hit that subscribe button as well as the bell notification next to it so you never miss a video, and I'll see you in the next food adventure.